Good evening, my name's Steve, I play the drums.
I'm Dom, I'm the lead guitarist.
I'm Matt, I do vocals and guitars, and we are Dead Before Morning.
And this is Metal to the Masses.
2016.
2016. Second year.
Ricky here, Metal to the Masses, London 2016. I'm here with Dead Before Morning. How you guys doing?
How you doing, Ricky?
Fantastic.
We are in the depths of Nambucca. Things are moving around and shaking around us, but we'll soldier on. So I suppose we start at the beginning. Where did you guys form and how did it all start?
Well, started off, about 3-4 years ago really. I was writing some tunes and me and Steve have worked together before, and immediately I was saying, yeah, let's do this, you know, and my woman was saying to me, stop playing that on the sofa and do it properly. So I got in touch with Steve, who picked his sticks up, and then we started hunting around and we found Dom and Patrick, who unfortunately joined us tonight. He's got parents things he's doing, family commitments today, but he'll be back. And that was it. The ball started rolling, and it's just kept snowballing from there. It's just cool. More than we ever expected. You know, when you start, you have great ideas, and they're actually happening. It's just great.
How would you describe your sound to people who haven't heard?
Probably Bay Area kind of thrash metal.
Yeah.
Very traditional in that kind of sound. Matt, especially growing up in that era, it rubs off on our music. But we still like, that modern stuff that's there, and we kind of try and make a blend of it. But yeah, deep roots of thrash.
It's weird because you try and categorise yourself. That's the hardest thing in the world to do. But also that's the feedback we get from people. Yeah. They always say we love the proper. That's the way it should be, old school sound, but it's all new, and that's brilliant. That's
people come up to you and say, oh, you sound like this, or you sound like this, or...
Yeah, but it's very different, isn't it?
Yeah, all kinds of things. We've been likened to Slayer, Anthrax, even Maiden sometimes.
Yeah.
It's all compliments.
And really, if you...
Megadeth, a really wide range.
If you dug out our record collections and went, right, who have you been compared to? You'd probably throw them all on the floor and go, oh yeah, they've all been mentioned, but that's a good thing.
Definitely.
It's not plagiarism.
What material have you got out and what are you working on at the moment?
Okay, Don, do you want to talk about the new recording we've been doing?
The new recording we've been doing at the moment is kind of pre-production demo stage, but a track called The Whip, which is it's about the scenes, it's about the people that come down and go nuts and create a massive whip. So awesome, man. And we've been working on that. All pre-production's pretty much there. So I think when we eventually get these going out way more, we're going to stick that on there. Get that out.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys, this is our EP, The Storm. I'm going to plug it. I'm sure Ricky won't mind.
No,
Hang on.
definitely.
Right, The Storm. You can get this off of our site, Facebook. There's a link to Big Cartel on our website, www.deadbeforemorning.com. It's an EP. Buy it. It's hard work. It's available now. But to be serious, we're going to be going and putting that. That's now going to be getting done this year. We're going to send that out this year. Now it's all recorded, packed up, coded. We're just working on getting it out there now. We've got a couple of companies interested, and that's where we are at the moment. Right in the middle of M2M, which is great because everybody's busy all the time now.
Feedback on it as it comes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We're just getting busy all the time, and we get a lot of feedback. Like I say, the new one we've done, we'll probably be treating the people that we'll be treating people that have the car. So there'll be a taste for you.
How was the getting the tracks together for you guys? Was it a process, or was it how smooth was it?
Well, that all starts with
journey.
speed.
I mean, the track we've just recorded now, the week, is completely different to the way we did the EP. We was basically offered some free studio times. We just went in one day, just banged it all down as quick as we could. Compared to the EP, where we spent sort of 8 days analysing and editing and all the rest of it, which is great, but it's some money. So to be offered some free recording for us to give out a brand new song, we're just going to give it away. Hopefully that will lead on to better things, and maybe we'll get some sort of scheme going in the future sometime.
Yeah, so the recording's done, the live performance has been done, strength to strength, and on and on and on.
What influences you personally, musically, and has that reflected in the tracks musically?
What's always influenced me is you can listen to many tunes, many bands, and many styles of music, but when I like to hear a song that's you know what I mean? And it's going like this to you, so, but you know what it is, it's doing that, wake up, banging it, that's in there, the beating rhythms. I mean, everyone says, crikey, you guys are fast, but to us, that's just what we like to hear. The influences, I mean, you want to write angry music, you've got to know how much stuff out there, subject matter have you got to write about, so that you can keep going forever. But really, the influence of it is good, fast, fresh. But, you get a bit bored with singing about the devil now, so he's sort of retired now, so real life's fast.
Yeah, that's true. So heading up to Masters London 2016, you guys were here last year. How has your journey been since then?
Great.
Cool, different venue, obviously. Sadly, we lost the Purple Turtle, but the Nambucca's cool. I've never been here before, you guys have. But
Yeah, I mean, I played here many years ago.
It's a nice new layout here. I think it's really.
Yeah, it's
really
much
nice,
fresher with all
it's
the
a cool
sound.
little place. It's really wicked. So
Not that
it's-
many years ago.
No, it's the crowd seems to be just as cool. There's as much energy in there. There's people coming down, and I mean everyone's always really friendly. Metal to the Masses. Everyone's out for a good time, whether you're a band or whether you're just in the audience. Everyone's going to have a good night, and so no matter what happens,
There is a great
awesome.
camaraderie in this whole thing. A lot of bands that go on to play with bands that they've met in this event, and there are many bands that we've gone on to play with outside of Metal to the Masses. So it brings people together. It brings a lot of London bands and such like together. I should imagine it's the same all over the country. In those areas where all these bands suddenly discover each other and work on their own sort of shows. So it's great in that respect.
Also, I know about you guys, what I found this year, because we did last year, we did the year before in the Kent, and we were really pleased to get through the finals for the first time. And last year it was like the London Heats, and we met all these people, and since then we've not really been out of touch with them. It's like Steve said, we've been playing with other bands that we met last year, and suddenly it's just end to end swung round again, and we was just upstairs chatting with a couple of people that we've known from last year, and it all just seems to be joining together, and it's great, it's I don't know, it's just feels really at home this year.
Yeah.
And we're ready. There's such a word. Definitely. Readier.
Yeah.
We're ready. We're a lot more confident in our performance. Obviously, a year on from we saw you last time.
Yes, right, yeah.
Lots of shows, lots of playing, lots of beating each other over the head. And watching every single performance we do, including studio, going, you know what, that sounds good. We'll get rid of that. Oh yeah, that's good. You know, and if you're going to do it, try and do it well. You know, absolutely. So
you've seen the competition evolve with being involved in it last year. How important are the things like reviews like this, getting radio play, incentives with Empire Guitars, for Metal Art, videos from Hard Body Prod and other things like that? How does that affect you guys?
it's incredible. So I mean, you know, for us, it's great because the exposure's there. As long as we're putting the effort in, and there's other people like yourselves and all the people involved in this putting the effort in, then it goes out there, doesn't it? You know, and the more you do this, the more you start to learn that. You can't just say, hey, look, here's a record we've made, and everyone goes, oh, that's wonderful, and that's it. It doesn't work like that anymore, you know. It's great. I mean, it's also a real lift. You know, I remember when we saw last year, when you put out, I was watching it, wow, that's really, you know, wow, that's a real lift. It's great, you know. It's enthusiasm. It gives you more enthusiasm when everyone's taking it to the next level, making it that bit more, you know, videos, like you say, recordings, radio play, you can go home on a Sunday, listen to the Squad Spot, you know, beats the hell out of Coronation. Although he hasn't done a hot pot yet.
Yeah, like I know Mick's been trying to push and give more and more to the competition this year, but what do you think of the other bands that have been playing this year? How have you found them?
No, we've tried having more bumped off, but it's amazing. There's such an array of styles as well. But once again, this you know, I couldn't ever, no, I wouldn't anyway, but if you wanted to say spot a week a band, there ain't any. You know what I mean? Every time you walk in here and think, yeah, we're ready, there's someone else going, so are we, and that, in a way, you can.
All we can do is work on our own performance. At the end of the day, we can't worry about what other bands there are. They're all great bands. We wouldn't expect any less, really. You know? So yeah, we can only work on what we do. And if it's good enough, that's great. If it isn't, well, we analyse ourselves and we work harder at it. And that's what we've done from last year. You know, we've changed out probably 80-90% of the set that we played last year. And replaced them with what we think are stronger songs. Hopefully, that is what comes across. So yeah, it's all a learning experience as well.
Yeah, you've got to shut yourself off to it sometimes.
Yeah, just focus on your own.
Yeah, you can't worry about what else is out there because there's nothing you can do about that. All you can do is work on what you do. So that's a big lesson we've taken from last year, and not treating it so much like a competition. It's, you know, you G yourself up, so you've got to get through, and you always, you know, give yourself those expectations. But we've stepped back and relaxed a bit more this year, and not worried so much about getting knocked out because, you know, you either go for it or you don't. And as long as we're happy with our performances and what we've done, then, you know, there's nothing more we can do. So we just go on and carry on doing it next year.
Plus, if you treat it like we tend to as well, it's about the show that night.
Yeah.
So, you know, like we're playing Brighton next Saturday, we was playing Croydon last week, and we're playing them in 2 weeks. We've got this one, our next session, with them to them. So it's just 3 gigs and perform each one. So everyone's enjoying it, and you know, leave it there. You can't change anything for a competition. If you're doing it that well in a competition, you should be doing it that well at all your other gigs. You know what I mean?
Same like with the incentive to play Bloodstock. I suppose. How would you feel for that? And
yeah. I mean, obviously that's there, isn't it? And that'd be fantastic. That's what we're after. You got to have a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
What preparation are you making for your next fight?
Just rehearse.
Yeah, rehearsing hard. I think, you know, we're all sort of conscious on what we need to work at, and you know, me myself, as a drummer, one of the best investments I've made recently is to give myself an electronic kit, so I can just sit at home and play. And you know, it's just doing what you can to make yourself better, really. And that's just the bottom line. like I say, it's all about the performance. You know, so we're just working at that, rehearse.
Yeah.
To kind of to round it off, if there was someone out there who hasn't seen you guys play or heard you before, what would you say to them to say come down?
Well, I'd say, okay, if you want to come down to a gig, which doesn't involve just sort of like standing about and having a beer and being a bit too stylish to get up there and get involved, come and see us. Check out the videos on our Facebook site. We always put up gig footage. Whether there's 20 or 200 people there, there's always a party going on. I mean, we got some real great people who come to our gigs. You know, we couldn't thank them enough. We've gone up on stage before. We were on stage for 30 seconds, and there's a pit going off, and it's like, and everyone relaxes, including us. You know what I mean? And bang, it's an evening, it's a party. Please come down and see Before Morning. We guarantee you will not be allowed to sit down for long.
That's good. On that note, I'd like to say best of luck. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Ricky. Nice to see you again.
Cheers. Thank you. We're out.
Stay metal.
I really hope he doesn't edit that.
yeah, Ricky will. Taken from our EP, The Storm, this is a track called Once More to War. Enjoy it.
Adrenaline flows. Common sense of ignorance as I recompense the anguish inside me resolved. I pray this day I'll live through. I march. Rise and live to fight again. Distance, the memories fade. Delusions of grandeur and might give way to my butchering train. Mighty as one we advance. Killing speed that has driven me to ignore pain. No matter